Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is what to do with leftovers. And how's everybody doing out there? I did bring in some help here to help us out here. And let me go to the comments and see who everybody says and say hello to everybody. What's interesting is, I think we check this out because this is rather interesting to see here. Oh, it disappeared when it refreshed. Okay. The first comment I made on there was the height at Duncan 1900 Homestead at 7:20 tonight. Her comment was 24 hours before that. Actually, 23 hours and 12 minutes before that or whatever. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So Brendan was in here yesterday. That's what I call a loyal fan. All right. Next one in here making a comment was Dr. Paula, then Aiden Air, followed by Phelan Clan Wolf. And he said he was like number 4. And CR is here. And then Brenda came back in again. And Suzanne Galay's in the house. And going down here, and CR confirms that he did eat before the stream started. Kaylin Strain is here. And everybody's just talking back and forth. And those are the only ones that are making comments currently. Let me throw the other thing up here real quick here. So, lurking is fine, folks. Please check in, say, hi, lurking. That's all you need to say. Please pound a thumbs up. Help me out with YouTube's analytics. YouTube is being really weird right now on stuff. So, and in way of announcements, tomorrow night's Survival Saturday will be Paula Ruffin and Dr. Ron, and we may get another doctor in there as well. I got to talk to Paula again to see if she wants to try to get one of her other friends to come on in. Dr. Jack is too busy. Dr. Jack Wolfen is too busy to be here tomorrow. He's going to try later on, maybe next week or the following week, to come in and join us. All right. So, but it'll only be on Gray Man Prepping tomorrow. I will put out a link to it. One of those little short videos I do, tonight on whatever, and talk about it with the link in it. So I will put that out here on Camppatton Family Compound. All righty. Anything else here? I'm thinking about what other business I got to jump on to before we get in there and start sharing stuff. All right. 8 comments already. Let's see. Idaho Garden Girl's here. Like number 9. She's lurking. And Ciara is proclaiming that everybody's grabbing snacks. Hey, that's cool. You're not the only one that's done that. I've had someone like when I put them out really early one time, someone put a comment on it 3 days in advance, and then there were several other comments that followed right after that by other people until they realized, oh, okay, it was fun. Last one was, oh, we'll see you in a couple days. All righty, so leftovers. Well, leftovers happen at all times of year, but this is the season where leftovers are really. And I froze. And but actually, leftovers begin with Halloween. And for those of you who can't read what it's saying on it, it's what's the chef doing with the leftover candy corn from Halloween? Using it to make the holiday fruit cakes. Yeah. I just had to throw that one. I stumbled across that one about 10 minutes before the show, and I quickly stuck it in there. So go ahead and drop that down so don't need that no more. All right. So I'm going to start out with some of the things my wife likes to do with leftover stuff from Thanksgiving. The turkey, of course. Usually she winds up going down to her mom's house, because the whole family shows up down there for Thanksgiving, and half the time, about a third of the time, she'll get the carcass from her mom, and then she will strip all the meat off of it and do some other stuff with it. And then she, with all the meat and everything, she takes off a bunch of the leftover meat that nobody else ate. She makes turkey enchiladas. So, Geeky Gardens is in the house. Hello, friend. He is the coolest thing in the beginning. If you guys haven't seen his videos, it's always welcome friends and potential friends. I love that. Always upbeat, potential friends, welcome. And this, what does he got here? Got a 20-pound turkey in the fridge for one. Have to bake some bread for all those turkey sandwiches. Exactly. And our cabin in the woods, welcome. And that's some of the things that we would do when my mom was alive and cooking the turkey. And usually she'd get the friggin' biggest turkey she could find. And so there would always be lots of leftovers. And Rob Painless, hey, how's it going? Exactly. Leftovers are wonderful. They're and and so my mom would get it all done, and she would slice everything up she could off the turkey and everything else, and then she'd get the big stock pot going, dump the carcass in there, boil off the rest of the meat and stuff, and clean it out, and then she would take what boiled off and start adding vegetables and stuff to it and make a turkey soup. And usually that wound up getting shared with the cousins who couldn't make it over at that time. And CR says he has the potential to be hungry. So, that's one of the things she does with it. The other things she's done with it is she's taken the dark meat, if there's any left from my brother, and he was alive, and my youngest son, he goes after it, and makes instead of chili beef casserole, makes chili turkey casserole. Yeah. That's always a good thing too, especially to say, "Oh, we got several turkeys, so we're gonna be having plenty for everybody, and we got lots of pies." That's just like, okay, bringing stuff over. I mean, the last time I was back in Martinez when we went down to Chris's mom's house, we took down a pecan pie, a pumpkin pie, and an apple pie. And when we got down there, her sister-in-law had brought a pumpkin pie and a pecan pie. Her mom had gotten 2 pumpkin pies. I think there was another pumpkin pie showed up. Someone else brought a pumpkin pie, and one of her brothers, she just brought it in at the last minute. Well, I wasn't sure if it was bringing pumpkin pie. Fortunately, they went and got the real cream, whipping cream in the can. they got the 4-pack, couple of the 4-packs, and they ran out of whipping cream. But yeah, it was that was. I mean, it was just like everyone's porking down on dinner. I'm there like, I'll take 1 slice of turkey, 2 dinner rolls, a scoop of mashed potatoes, a scoop of the green beans with ham in it, and because I knew what was sitting over on the dessert table. And I knew we were going to be taking a lot of stuff home. So what do you guys favorite thing to do with Thanksgiving leftovers? Now, Christmas leftovers is ham. Generally because it's easy. After Thanksgiving, nobody wants to cook the big meal, so it's all right. We get a ham, we toss that in the oven, easy to do. The mashed potatoes and spinach and real stuff, and then a couple pies from Sam's Club. I think it's Sam's Club and Costco both have pies. One of them puts a lot of ginger in it. My wife hates the ginger, and so she gets it from the other place. Right, I'll make smoked turkey and oven roast. Well, roaster pan, another, and a roaster pan, another. Yeah. That reminds me, one of the guys at back at DHS when I first started there had a side business, and he had like 6 or 7 big deep fryers set up out back of his house, and he would deep fry turkey. And the first year, he did a couple of them, and he did a couple for the people in at work, and there knew about it. They ordered turkey and stuff, and he brought one to the Thanksgiving dinner for the employees. Come Christmas time, he had orders for 20 more from employees that wanted that turkey, that deep fried turkey. And he wouldn't tell anybody what oil he was using. He goes, it's a nice oil, it's a good oil, it's a healthy oil. I ain't telling you what it is because it's a blend that I make. And it was part of his, trade secret for his frying business he had on the side. But I did find out from him one of the things he does beforehand, he makes up a marinade type thing, and he has these injectors. He injects it into the turkey meat a little bit beforehand of the different seasons and stuff, proprietary again with him. And is just, the turkey was not dry. It was absolutely delicious. Now, I guarantee you it was not canola oil. He hated canola oil. Peanut oil, I think it might have been some sunflower oil, canola oil, and palm oil, palm seed oil. Yeah, it's usually my wife she likes doing enchiladas with whether it's the ham, whether it's the turkey, whether it's the leftover lamb from Easter. She likes doing enchiladas. Yeah, that's it. That's right. Palm kernel oil. Because those are the ones that I heard him talking about to other people and stuff, but never all through all the oils together. He'd be like, oh yeah, that's a good oil there. You ought to see about getting that. Yeah, that works pretty good type stuff. Yeah, but he wouldn't say what all works, but I was always listening for it in case I ever wanted to try it. But when it comes to the leftover pies, when we brought home leftover pies, usually that we brought home probably usually every year about a third to half of the pecan pie. And my wife and youngest son would take care of that. When my daughter was living with us still, she would eat that. Pumpkin pie. My oldest son and I worked on the pumpkin pies, but usually we have the whipped cream in the can. But when I wasn't too busy, I would go to the Cash and Carry, which got bought out by Smart and Final, which got bought out by U.S. Foods. But they had extra heavy whipping cream because they supplied restaurants and stuff. And this was almost as heavy as the whipped cream we got from our Guernsey, Jersey cows. Hey, checked off. How's it going? Hey, Lori. It's Prairie Rider, Queen of the North. And I would make the homemade whipping cream for it. And, I get it almost done. Then I would add the vanilla, and then I would add some honey to it, and just enough to sweeten it up, and let it get all that almost to the point of turning to butter. It was so thick and solid whipped cream. Hey, Laura, how's it going? And when I get done with it, I would scrape it all off the whisk beater from our KitchenAid, get it all cleaned off, and then my boys would challenge me for it. Like, hey, you guys arm wrestle first, and the winner of the arm wrestle can challenge me for it. By the time I got that arm wrestle, I'd already licked it clean. Ponderosa lemon. Ooh. I know my wife has, we got 1, 2, 3. She's got 4 lemon trees. I don't think she has a Ponderosa lemon. And CR walks back into the kitchen for a second time for another helping because he's so hungry. Actually, I hang on a second. I gotta look this up. Ponderosa lemon. Boom. I mean, and okay, let me bring this up here so you guys can see it. Ponderosa lemon tree, 3 to 4 feet. Oh, this is this. Okay, let's get more about. Oh yeah, look at the size of them lemons. That may be what we had, the unknown lemon tree that was on the property when we bought it out front. That's the one that has the big, huge ones, large grapefruits on it. Biggest, also known as unique. Cool. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. That is fantastic, Geeky Gardens. That is, oh man. The last one you weighed was 1 pound, 14 ounce, almost 2 pounds. Oh, yeah, I can see that. No, these are the ones in California where my wife is still at. However, we will be planting some up here in the IBC totes I have, that I can wheel it into the shop in the wintertime so it'll stay nice and warm in the shop, and then back out in the summertime. I'm going to do the same thing with a couple orange trees and possibly a tangerine tree as well. So, because the grandkids just love oranges, and my wife loves lemons, my daughter loves lemons to work with, cook with, and everything else. And we'll be making a lot of lemonade with it too. So, but yeah, we will have citrus trees up here once I get the shop totally insulated and done, and get the gas plumbed out there so I can put in a couple overhead radiant heaters to warm the shop up. We're not going to get the shop really warm. We're going to keep it about the temperature it is in the wintertime in California, there in the San Francisco Bay Area, which usually puts it down anywhere from the low is usually, unless we get freeze snaps, is usually around 38 to 42 on the coldest, and usually you figure around 54 or so to 48 most of the time. Hang on here. I have a few seeds from the big one still, if you're interested. The one that's ripening is the first on the tree I grew from those seeds. Cool. Yeah. Hang on, let me put a thing up here. Again, boom, 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 boom. There's my email. It's also in the bottom of its description. Email me and I'll send you my address. And or you can send me an address and I'll mail you an envelope, a self-stamped addressed envelope to send back in. Because that sounds absolutely fabulous. My daughter's been trying to get a lemon going across the street, but it gets about so tall, even in the summertime, it gets up a little bit, and then probably because the kids or the cats get to it. Checked off? What are you talking about? Baby mice in a beer bottle? But yeah, other thing, let's see. Most of the leftovers we have in our house is our planned big meals to be leftovers for lunches. Example is the hamburger helper cheesy enchilada, which the boys like. Instead of making two boxes, actually, since I'm up here, instead of making one box, she'll make two boxes. She used to do three boxes, and then we have a bunch of the Tupperware containers, and she'll just load up a bunch of those, and that way the boys can grab one when they're going to work, or two of them, and just take them to work with them. Oh, CR. The mouse is a Canadian reference for Lori. Okay. Oh, Strange Brew, the movie. Okay. Dang, it's been, I don't know how many years it's been since I saw Strange Brew. All right. The Canadians are fighting each other right now. Lori's flicking rubber bands at CR. Oh. So yeah, it's most whatever type of leftovers do we usually wind up with. usually there's a little bit of whatever type pie my wife makes, with its pumpkin, apple, or whatever. Nah, no, Kaylin. They don't need a timeout. They're comic relief. Oh, let's see. Oh, my brother cooked it a couple times over at my parents' house. He got some big brisket, and oh, that was great. That was some great stuff there. He got it from Kinder's butcher shop, and if you go to Sam's Club now, even Costco is carrying a bunch of the Kinder's marinades and sauces and rubs and stuff. And Kinder's is a local to Contra Costa County in California. They had their original big butcher shop in Martinez. That's where I had taken my first couple of deer to, till the state decided, oh, we don't want regular butcher shops to be processing venison, because it might contaminate the other meat, even if they do wash down the areas. So they stopped doing that. They used to do all the deer and stuff being brought in there, and they said, "Yeah, can't do it." State said no more anymore. Stupid demon rats. But Kinder's, oh man, they got some good stuff. Their marinated tri-tip is ambrosia. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what their seasonings and stuff looks like now. There's their website with all their seasons and stuff. They have their butcher shops. They have expanded, and every butcher shop has a deli, a sit-down deli in there as well. They serve a lot of their marinated tri-tip sliced for sandwiches. But yeah, show the let's see, home. That's home. Quality since 1946. Come on, show the there he is. There is Mr. Kinder. Yeah. His one of his sons lived up around the corner from me, about 10 houses away, and my nephew or no, grandsons, and my nephew Jamal went to school with him out at Alhambra High School in Martinez. So, but yeah, I actually met him a couple times. He was still cutting meat back in '86 when I took my first deer in there. Kinder spices are in some of the Dollar Tree stores. Cool. Oh, wrong one. Where to go? There, the one above it. There it was. Reaches in the bag, digs deep, passes Rob. I think it's supposed to be fresh, clean, new bib. Hey, Kimberly, how's it going? Uh, let's see. Mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes. So one year, my mother-in-law went overboard on mashed potatoes, and she has. I'm trying to remember the size. It's bigger than the 21 quart canner we have. I think it may be a 25 quart. That she it's a canner cooker, that she did a whole bunch of mashed potatoes in. And I spent probably 20 minutes mashing it down to make sure there's an even blend through all those potatoes to make mashed potatoes. And in a bigger pot, and then we scooped it back into the pressure canner because canner cooker, because it was heavy aluminum and it kept everything warm, and just heated it back up a little bit. But when afterwards we brought home a big huge bowl of potatoes, and the first couple of days they got just scooping potatoes out into a bowl, toss it in the microwave, putting a big old blob of butter on it and stuff, and eating it in front of the TV. Then my wife made potato pancakes with some of it, and then we made potato soup. I can still ask the Lord Bear where the okay, Lori. Hey, Liberty Garden, how's it going? So potatoes is something too. You can go. My wife one year took the mashed potatoes, got sent home with us, ground up some ground beef, put it in a big glass cake pan, covered half of it with spinach, the other half with corn, and then took the potatoes out and spread it over the top like frosting about that thick, and then sprinkled grated cheese on top of it and tossed it in the oven and made shepherd's pie. I've watched Joe's Pierogi Monday. I've never had a pierogi. I have had what are they called? Oh, it's a Chinese dish. It's some sort of a dumpling. It's a stuffed dumpling. Basically, it's laid out, and you put the barbecue pork or the barbecue beef in it. Of course, the one time it was barbecue turkey, and then rolled it up, and it gets steamed, and that's absolutely good too. Oh, I saw that training video. That was a good training class. Oh, so pierogies are sort of dumplings then? Okay. Potato thin crisp German pancakes with a side of schnitzel and applesauce. Okay. Question: has anybody ever freeze-dried leftovers? No, we don't have a freeze dryer yet. And when my wife actually retires, gets up here too, she's going to be borrowing the neighbors, going over the neighbors to freeze dry stuff to see how it works. And if she really likes it, then we'll buy a freeze dryer. The German pancakes, my potato pancakes, my wife made. She cooked up some fresh bacon for it, and my youngest son took some of that bacon and took the roller and flattened it out, made crumbles, and threw it into the mix. So some of the potato pancakes had bacon in it. Yeah. YouTube is playing games with people's subscriptions. Hey, Michelle P, how's it going? People, all right. Chris Leone, who's been in here, has subbed to my channel, and then a week later got unsubbed by YouTube, subbed again, and I'm not sure she's gotten kicked out again. She's not here tonight. She was on Tuesday. She was on Gray Man, but yeah, there's yeah. What was the one thing I saw there? Sorry. Just saw. Oh, Michelle said you can dehydrate potatoes. Yeah. Speaking about rations. So, Minotaur, Minotaur, well, I can't think of the full name of the company. Kaylin, you come up with the full name of Minotaur. Their, I went to their store site. It's shut down. Their Facebook page, I believe, is still up. Their YouTube channel is still up. You can watch old videos, but evidently they've you can't link to the channel the website anymore because YouTube is saying, oh, it's a spam because the website shut down. Yeah, Minotaur Trading Company. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's no longer. Yeah. It was interesting the number of people that were reviewing their products. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see, if anybody's going to fill the gap. Does anybody know what exactly happened with them? Did they go bankrupt? Did they get sued? Or what? That'd be interesting to know, just for the information to know. But so anyways, how many of you are planning already for what you're going to do with the leftovers from Thanksgiving? How many of you are planning ahead to say, oh, okay, we're going to have this, so I'm going to make this, that, and that. I'm going to do that, that, and that. Hang on, everything that. Yeah. Okay. I just saw such things that I'm just trying to catch the. Oh, they went commercial and the product started sucking, and okay, so they probably went down. Hang on here. All right, CR walked into the kitchen for the third time this hour. I'm trying to get that. All right, so Suzanne is planning for what she's for the leftovers, and looks like CR might be. No, Liberty just feeds the cats and dogs what little is left. Leftovers remain. All right. Getting a chicken. The casserole will be stock. Extra meat will be soup. Maybe pot. Ooh, pot pies. Yes. I haven't had pot pie, a homemade pot pie, since my grandmother made one. And that was, so I got married 35 plus years ago. She passed away a couple months before I got married. And so it was about 10 years before that, the last time she made pot pies. Oh yeah, leftovers that are just sitting in the fridge for several days is, oh yeah, just go in and eat it. My daughter's because her husband is working on Thanksgiving. He works in the evenings, and they're probably going to do Thanksgiving on Sunday because he has Sundays and Mondays off. And so I'm not sure if she's planning to do anything special for the boys in the meantime over there. But I gotta get with them, find out what they're planning on doing, for stuff, and I may make either I'll make a potato soup or I will make I'll make some mashed potatoes for them. We have a couple nights of dinner, then make soup, pot pies. Sometimes that's the best part. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna talk to my daughter and see if she will do if she's going to try to get her four boys to eat shepherd's pie as leftovers from the stuff. Ah, I was waiting for someone to say stew. Turkey stew is good. So yeah, there's a lot to think about there. Okay, now that more people are in here, I'm going to remind everybody. Where's that other banner here? There we go. So tomorrow on Survival Saturday, we'll have Dr. Paula Ruffin. We'll also have Dr. Ron Boggs and Dr. Jen, possibly. I'm not sure. Dr. Jack Wolfson will not make it this Saturday. He's going to try another Saturday to join us. He's the natural health heart doctor, MD, who's against big farm. So, but that'll be on Gray Man Prepping only from now on, and we're going to be. I'm changing the format a little bit since so many of these want to come on there. It's going to be Survival Saturday with the doctors. So what we're still going to do, we're going to start it out with a prepping thing, and then let the doctors take and address that prepping topic to health and everything else. So, ooh, and that just flew on by here. Let's see. Shred turkey, make us a burrito. Yeah. Oh, Lori ordered the baby bubbler. Woo. Yeah. Oh, hang on. One of the half 35-pound turkeys you've already canned. Cool. And let's see what we got here. Turkey hash. I never had that. Cool. Speaking of leftovers, I've had complaint of turkey on it. On Facebook said I ate all my lunch but left the turkey. Hey, living my best life at 60. Welcome. You won't be here tomorrow, so you'll catch it on the flip side. Oh yeah, keep us apprised on what the doctor says and how he takes it. I hope he takes the information good and follows recommendations. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm just thinking about because my daughter has a bunch of the white Cornish cross chickens that they raised in freezer camp, and they're pretty big. They're like small turkeys. I'm not sure if she's going to pull one of them out and do it. All right. All right. So let me go over here and bring up my thing so I can just check on what else is coming up here. So tomorrow's Saturday survival is going to start off talking about emergency heat and reasons for it, such as hypothermia and other problems. Monday, I think I may wind up changing Monday because I'm trying to get into more meal things. So I may Monday's going to be open, but it's going to be about food, canning, or dehydrating. But it's going to be about food specifically. Tuesday is we talk about making plans and not just making plans, making what we call living plans. Plans that, because if you make a plan, you don't do anything with it, it's a dead plan. But if you make a plan, you're constantly updating it, checking out, testing it, changing it as you find things don't work about it. That's a living plan. So I'm going to talk about that on Tactical Tuesday. Here next Friday, we're going to be talking about Black Friday survival. Who survived, who didn't, and what deals you guys made that you're willing to share. What scores you made on Black Friday. Of course, a lot of people now are doing Black Friday online. And so that's what's coming up here for the next for the next week here. And I want to thank everybody for coming in, sharing the ideas. I'm gonna have to look up turkey hash and see what the recipe is for it, and see if it's something my daughter wants to make. All right, everyone, have fun. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday with the doctors. And have a good time. Don't let life get you down, and stay safe.